Hey, my name is Todd Bigelow. I've been a freelance photographer based in Los Angeles for 30 years. I'm an adjunct professor and a soon-to-be author on a book on freelance business practices for photographers. This is 2 Minutes with Todd, where I'm going to briefly discuss many of the business topics that freelancers face on an almost daily basis. Let's get into it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about contracts. Contracts are so involved that we could spend years talking about them every single day and still have many issues to address. But I just want to talk about one specific clause of one specific contract right now because there's some timely relevance to it. The contract is a 2016 contract for Time Inc. / Sports Illustrated. In that new contract, in 2016 that was issued to contributors, including myself, there was a specific clause in there. It's actually a very standard clause in most contracts. They called it the assignment clause, but that didn't refer to the assignment that you would actually be shooting. It referred to the assignment of the contract and the rights under that contract to any potential new owners. We often call these successor rights. Who's going to be the successor? Who's going to take control of the rights under that contract if the company is sold? What it states is that the rights under that contract, if a freelancer agrees to it, will go forward to any new owner of the publication or the company. So if somebody comes along and buys Sports Illustrated, under the 2016 agreement, the rights that I assigned to Sports Illustrated when I do a shoot would then be transferred over to the new owner. That's exactly what happened, okay? In 2016, Time Inc. sold that publication, along with many others, to Meredith Corporation. Meredith owns Good Housekeeping and many other magazines with very targeted audience. They made it pretty clear that they would probably try to sell it themselves in short order. And they did. So in 2019, they actually sold the magazine to a licensing and branding company. It's called Authentic Brands. They purchased distressed businesses with very well-known names and with usually intellectual property that they can leverage to make money. That's who bought Sports Illustrated, Authentic Brands. What Authentic Brands set out to do was build out that name even further and build licensing agreements using the Sports Illustrated name and logo. So what that contract back in 2016 specifically stated was, if you did a shoot for them, you were doing a shoot for the quote-unquote assigning brand. This was new terminology. What that meant in a nutshell was that any entity with the name, logo, or trademark of Sports Illustrated at the time or going forward, any new ones developed, would have full rights to use any of the images shot under that contract for free. They would never have to pay any additional fees for use anywhere down the road. So if Sports Illustrated developed sports clinics or protein powders or creams or new websites, as long as the name or logo, SI, or anything was affiliated with it, they had free use of the images. Those rights are now under Authentic Brands. Authentic Brands actually now has CBD creams. They have protein powders, and I'm sure they will continue to try to build out those products and services, all of which are permitted uses under that contract. And they can do pretty much anything they want with them as long as SI or Sports Illustrated, the logo, the trademark are affiliated with it. They don't have to pay a penny. They have complete control over it. They can use them in marketing and promotion and advertising, on new websites, and so forth and so on. That's a lot of lost licensing income for freelancers. So, to summarize, be careful of the contract terms that allow for successor rights. It's very standard. You probably won't have much ability to negotiate that out, but at least understand where things stand with the publication if you think it might be sold, particularly in the near future. And pay attention to those clauses because they can have long-term impact on your ability to make money and to license your images and control your images. So be careful.